Hello everyone, I am Pinky Gaitara again, a BSS Social Studies 2, and my report talks about the basic elements of inclusive education.
So, basic elements of inclusive education. Ensuring quality education for children with an intellectual disability is a global issue. Far too many children receive no educational services at all, while others are segregated and stigmatized special schools and institutions. So nowadays, children with intellectual disability is now being prioritized. So there are following elements that are essentials for schools to welcome the children with an intellectual disabilities and to become inclusive. The first element is vision. The children with an intellectual disabilities, including those with more significant disabilities, can be supported in regular classes. Schools which welcome all children help to create societies with value diversity. So the children who has intellectual disabilities is now being supported in regular classes and to respect and value diversity. So the next element is law and policy. So there are laws and policies behind this inclusive education. So the international law supports the right to inclusive education. And most countries have ratified the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, which guarantees an inclusive education systems at all levels. So the next element is school practices. Schools foster a culture of respect, cooperation, and inclusion amongst at all staff and students. So in a school, there should be a respect and cooperation, especially in handling those students with intellectual disabilities. Schools administrators are knowledgeable about inclusive education. The administrators of the school should have the knowledge about the inclusive education in order to handle those students efficiently and effectively. So the next is classroom practices. Teachers accommodate the needs of every student. So the teachers in this state is the one that is responsible to accommodate every student's needs, either through universal design for learning or through adjustments to meet individuals' needs. So the teacher should differentiate lessons so that all students can participate. In this state, the teacher should think of a lesson in which the student can participate, set appropriate expectations for students depending on their unique learning needs. So the teacher should also develop a strategy in order to achieve and in order to teach the students effectively and promote cooperative learning by grouping students in different lessons and encourage the students or their peers to support all other students. And lastly, partnerships. The inclusive education is useless without these following partnerships. Achieving inclusive school system requires transformation at multiple levels: the law and policy, allocation of resources, the training of teachers and all school staff, school culture and classroom practice. They must all be based on a common vision. Leadership can come from many sources, several years in continuing openness to learning from experience about what they could be done better. So those are the elements of inclusive education.
And that's all about my report. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!